Asmon basically called you gay.
Every single time. It's so weird. He's downplaying it. He's 100% trying to downplay it. And this is the thing that I feel like a lot of the women, because there's a lot of women that watch Hasan, right? And, you know, he takes, I don't know how a hairy Turkish man has the biggest feminine energy on the entire website. I don't know how this has happened.
Big dog, it doesn't work that way. This is a tried and true failed method that Republicans try to engage me with. This is not the first time I heard this. I mean, sure, yes, I'm very gay. I'm a gay man. You got me. I got a lot of feminine energy.
But somehow it has. And so there's a lot of women that watch him. I think, you know, he's a good looking guy. And on top of that,
yeah, I think he's, when he says feminine energy, I think he means I bathe. You know, I shower every day. Sometimes, if I'm feeling frisky, twice a day, like a woman. I wash my body.
Like he thinks like a woman a lot of times. He does. Thinks like a chick. And so I think that they watch him and they're like, yeah, that's so true. You're so right. You know, and that's it. And so that's it. I feel very disappointed. And this is the problem, is that he will make excuses for you getting, as long as it's being done by somebody who he can use politically to his advantage.
Wait, what? Wait, what does that even mean? What the bro? Okay, I'll be honest. Did not think he was going to go in this direction, which is, it went 0 to 100. Like, he thinks like a woman to dupe you ladies. You should watch me instead, because he would love for you to be sexually assaulted as long as it advances a political agenda. What is the political agenda? You like Donald Trump. It's just pure projection, I guess.
And I think that's really disgusting. It's very disgusting to do that. Who would do that?
You good, bro?
By the way, watch his face. Watch what he does.
Apologist.
You see, he looked over.
You good, bro?
He looked over to make sure that his hand was on the correct amount, on the correct button. And I also want to say that, you know, really, I think...
What? My hand was on the correct button? I feel like sometimes when we watch the Asmongold show, the Asmongold clip show, I'm confused about how he's analyzing the things that I'm saying, because they're like 18 layers deep. Because they have already like well-established memes in their community about like what I do all the time, that I assume, like, to the average person, to the onlooker, when they encounter this, they're like, what the f is this guy talking about? Is he all right? Like, is he going through like a manic episode or something? But inside of the community, they're like, yeah, you're right. He is hoping to hit the right button and not like I guess it's like, is it a shot collar joke? I assume, like that's what he's got to be implying, right?
He self-reports every single time that he uses his soundboard, because the behavior and the movement that he makes is identical to the movement that he made whenever Kaya appeared to be shocked on his stream.
What?
It is the exact 1-for-1.
Yeah, dude, that's where my soundboard is. That's where my zins are. That's where my soundboard is. Are you okay? Yeah, numerous times throughout the day, I'm ruffling around. What I can't understand, he's obsessed with me. Yes, I know. Of course he is. But what I don't understand is why there's so many people who are also, I guess, like equally obsessive enough to understand what frequency he's on. Because this is schizo shit, right? This is what you would hear from, you know, guys standing at, near a subway station, standing on a soapbox, screaming into the ether, right? And you're like, sorry, bro, I don't have any change on me. You move on with your life, right? Or if you're kind enough, you're one of the you know, very woke people, you basically assume the role of a social worker in that moment, and you try to help that person, right? Very nice for people to do that. But there's a market for it. The internet is so crazy that there is a market for that guy, where they're like, I literally understand the frequency you're on. It's so perfect. It speaks to me. in ways that no one has ever spoken to me.
Does the exact same thing. It's just interesting.
Manual labor would help Asmongold a lot. Yeah, guy who called me feminine and gay. Men are naturally more attractive than women on average. That's why women need makeup. This isn't me being gay. It's science. Yeah. Why do all your ops eventually turn into psychosexual stalkers? I'm dying. They have to bring up your body and sexuality every time. I think I know why. I don't think all of my ops are sexually obsessed with me, but they are probably sexually frustrated. And I think they also know like that there's a big audience for it. Like I suspect that some of this does legitimately come from a lot of people who are just like upset, frustrated that they don't get, I guess, any female attention, and they assume I do. I'm not saying I do, but I think they assume I do, right? And that's maybe a cause for envy. That could be part of it. So then it develops this like weird psychosexual obsession. But I do personally love it whenever a guy that looks like Asmongold is like, yeah, this guy, not very mask. You know what I mean?